Then Yingzison Kare. Tangarang, Nelo Yapore, Chidang Rangshin Yapore, Inaya, the Momase, Tambo Momase. And Telaya, the Jotang machine. More Yawin, Nega Piensian at 10. And around the Tumalion Secretary, and Mariba Mabu. But then China, somebody Yingzison.
So then what is compassion? Compassion comes about when we realize that even though we have this basically good nature, we don't always recognize that. We're not always aware of it. And so our basic nature of body and mind is positive in this way, but due to meeting up with certain conditions, we fail to recognize that, and we come under the influence of ignorance and do all kinds of things in that state of mind. And so we contemplate how we suffer because of that. And we have the aspiration, may I be free from such suffering.
Ngarang ngo yapo sambu inaya, ngarang ngo masina, ngo mas, tambu ngo masi, pardo, kandecinen, laga cewa hamagona, kandecikin nyamne cewa hamagona, ne, tenda, tikin nyubat jubu mare, penenge pesang, cucu pesang.
So first we don't recognize the goodness of our basic nature, and then from that non-recognition we go about engaging in activities that don't accomplish good for ourselves or others. And Rinpoche will illustrate how this happens using the example of his watch. It's a very expensive watch, and it keeps 2 different times. One is Halifax time, the other is Indian time. The watch has diamonds in it, and it has gold and silver. If you ask who the owner of the watch is, the owner is Rinpoche.
It's me. That was a special years. Tabu Ngare in a Nag Moshi Maris. Should the Yamamoshi Yomari? Should the Conchimbi Moshi Yomari?
So what if, for example, Rinpoche were the owner of this watch but didn't know he was the owner and didn't know how expensive the watch was? He doesn't even know that it's a watch. So he could look at it and put it on his hand, but he wouldn't be able to tell the time from it. But someday someone might approach Rinpoche and tell him that this is a watch, and then he could look down and recognize it. Oh, this is a nice watch. It has Halifax time and an Indian time. And then he could tell the time from it. And then the watch will be helping him. It will accomplish his aims. But the state of his being the owner of the watch never changed. He was the owner beforehand, and he's still the owner now. He still possesses the watch. And so it's the same way with our basic nature. It's always with us. We're always the owners of it, but we don't recognize it. Through not recognizing it, we don't know how to put it into practice. But Rinpoche wants to go back to his example and verify that his watch really isn't expensive.